Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another video. Here we have the UUQ VibeShield 3-9x40 rifle scope. So with no further ado, we're going to jump into this bad boy and see what it's all about. So let's do a little quick unboxing with this bad boy. The box does open a little differently than most of their other optics. Let's go ahead and drop the bottom out of this. Put that out of the way. Here we are greeted with the scope mounts. Go ahead and pop this out of its plastic. Here's the scope. Unwrap that. You can open this bad boy up. Here we have the scope. Here we have a microfiber top cleaning, a product card, along with a product manual. So this particular optic does have a lot to offer. Starting off here with the upgraded pop lens caps. You don't have to take these off. You can simply just open them up, front and back, and they just close right up. So that's a super nice feature that they've added with this, along with your windage and elevation adjustments, both under these nice water sealed caps. Here you can see one click equals a quarter MOA, indicated up, and obviously the other one being down. This is all labeled around the full edge of it, so that is going to be the same for the windage. Go ahead and open this one up as well. You can see here, same type of scenario. It's very nice here. You have some nice UUQ branding up top, along with your 3-9 variations, and your rear diopter for a clear magnification. So you can take that lens cap off and simply rotate this for your clarity adjustments. You can go ahead and put that right back on, no hassle. We're going to talk about the durability of this bad boy. This is the VibeShield, as I mentioned before, and this thing has a lot to offer as far as the build goes. So it is made of aircraft grade aluminum, per usual, a basic UUQ feature, which is very nice to have. It is also shockproof, and it has gone through some very extensive torture tests, supposedly withstanding over 500 cycles of 1200 G impacts, as confirmed through extensive testing. Its O-ring sealed nitrogen-purged housing guarantees waterproof and fog-proof performance, ensuring durability and prolonged service life. So with that being said, basically this thing has had some very extensive research done on it, which is super nice, and for the price, which I'll get into in a little bit, honestly is very impressive for a good solid optic to be thrown on a rifle for maybe hunting, or maybe even just a little plinking rifle scope. This is definitely something you're going to want to check out. I mentioned before, this is a 40mm objective lens on this bad boy, overall length of 12.2 inches, super lightweight, very lightweight, definitely under probably maybe around a half a pound. Super lightweight. You could throw that on anything. We'll get into these Picatinny rail scope mounts here in a little bit. And of course, as always with UUQ, you can expect some great multi-coat lenses with anti-reflective coatings on them to limit the light reflection that transmits through this optic, giving the shooter a very clear point of view at all times, which is very nice. That is something we all definitely want to have in a scope that we are buying. And just to touch base on a little bit of why this was built, this was designed for superior recoil resilience. So another great thing you can expect from some UUQ optics is, of course, the green multi-coat lenses that they provide in all of their optics in general. This one particularly does have the anti-reflective coating, giving the shooter a unobscured view with no light transmittance throughout the entirety of your shooting experience. VibeShield was basically designed to withstand numerous rounds chambering through a firearm. So with it being put through the torture test, I would definitely expect this to be a more of an AR style platform scope, but you could throw this on a hunting rifle. No matter what you throw it on, it is going to be able to withstand whatever you decide to run through it. 30-06 is what they have stated on their website, that they definitely ensured that it is capable of handling that round. And of course you can go as low as 22 LR and anything in between. So they do state that it can go up higher. I would maybe say 308, stuff like that. So we can go ahead and talk about these for a second. These are 20mm Picatinny scope mounts that do come with this particular optic. We're going to go ahead and show you guys how they work. So you can go ahead and loosen up all 4 screws. 4 screws is definitely a lot nicer to have than 2. It does give the optic a lot better stability in terms of handling the pressure that it is supposedly able to handle. So we will be putting this thing through some tests of our own, which is a first for this channel. I haven't really done very much of that, but I think it's going to be very nice for the viewers to see how durable UUQ's optics really are, and I definitely think this is the right product to be doing that with. So as I had shown before, we can go ahead and undo all 4 of these on this one as well, and we can just pop all of these right off, just like so. Super easy, to come out super nice, and they do give you an Allen key that they provide to take this apart yourself, and these do just separate like so. So depending on which side you do want this little lock nut on, you can go ahead and position that like so, however you so see fit, and we can drop those straight on, center it up as much as possible just with the look. Go ahead and drop those right back into place, and we can screw these down. So as you can see here, got all these tightened down. Obviously don't tighten them too much if you haven't already mounted to a weapon, just so you can ensure that you do have the proper placement that you do like. And that's as easy as putting it on the Picatinny rail goes. It's just a little bolt that is fixed into this scope mount, and all it is the other side pops right off. You can go ahead and put that right back on, position it on your pick rail as you see fit, and then these nice little screws or bolts, you can go ahead and tighten those right back up like so, and to fix it to your rifle as you see fit. So it's as easy as that, guys. Super simple. We're going to be going ahead and taking this out to the range and seeing how it performs. Alright, so we are at the range now. We're going to be taking some shots with the beautiful UUQ optic. I've already taken the pleasure of going ahead and mounting this onto my rifle. So as you can see there, super nice, super sleek, and we are going to be putting this through some strenuous tests to see how it does hold up. So let's jump into it. Well, what do we have here? Is that a UUQ optic? Would you look at that? Out in the wild, just like that. Oh, you want to see how good that looks? Look at that. Super crystal clear imaging, even after being completely submerged in the water. Amazing. So starting off here, we are going to completely submerge the optic into the water to test its waterproofing capabilities. So I'm just going to take this, drop it straight underneath, give it a nice little whirl around, shake it up, pull it out, take a look down that. Still can see it clear as day. Give you guys a look too. If I can focus it up. Super clear imaging, just water in there. It's not inside the actual optic itself. So again, another time, completely submerging the optic, making sure that it is, no part of it is up. Shake it off, water just dusts right off on that. Take a look down it, still super clear imaging, no problem there. Go ahead and shake it up some more. Boom. Still can see crystal clear down it. I'll show you guys as well. Super clear there, even after being completely submerged in the water. That is very impressive by the UUQ optic. For the price range with that capability, that's very impressive. Now then again, when are you really realistically going to be submerging your scope completely in water? Probably not very often, but for the sake of this video, I did want to show you guys that, and actually show you guys that their optics are what they say they are. Waterproof, baby. So there you have it. So the next thing I'd like to show you guys is the fog proof capabilities, so we'll go ahead and jump into that. Fogs up, as you can see there. Let's take a look down that optic. It does still have a little bit of water on it, but as you can see, it is clearing up very quickly there. Same thing with the front, so we can go ahead and do that as well. Fogs up, just like you see. And of course, it will, of course, dissipate. So another very nice key feature of this particular optic. Very pleased with that as well. Another quick product I'd like to point out is the UUQ bore sight. They do have an option for a green or red laser in this bad boy, so if you're looking for a nice little bore sight, this is coming at about, I think, like 30 bucks, so not too bad. I think the red options are around like 25, but yeah, go pick one of these up too. I'll have a link below for this as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a little bit of how this AO feature works and how this diopter works for the magnification settings. So I'll give you guys here a look. As you can see, we're about 35-40 yards away from our target. Get this seated properly. Show you guys this target. We are in three-time magnification right now. As you can see, very clear picture. So now we're gonna go ahead and bump the magnification up for you guys, and I will gradually rotate and give you guys a clear picture. So let's see if I can position this properly. Go ahead and rotate. We are on 4 right now. That's 5. Here we have 6, 7, and 8, and then 9. And the way this rear diopter works, just go ahead focused up on something here. So the way the rear diopter works is you can go ahead and adjust this for clarity settings. As you can see, the picture starts to clear up a little bit, and you can go ahead and set it to whatever you so desire. So enough talking, let's get to shooting and see how this bad boy performs. Today we're just going to be using some Federal, nothing too crazy. It's 30-06 Springfield. It is 150 grain rounds. So we're going to go ahead and load a couple up here, just see how this bad boy starts us off. So starting off, we're going to go for the 1 in the top left corner. It is literally labeled 1. So let's go ahead, lock one up, see how this bad boy does. Make sure that safety is always on until we're ready to fire. We are using a bipod for some structural integrity here to make sure that we are getting a nice stabilized shot before we take it. So no further ado. Beautiful. It's 1. Take another shot. Beautiful. Taking a look down range. As you can see here, I was a little high. That is not the optic's fault. That is my fault. I kind of pulled a little bit, but yeah, that's pretty solid for some nice, easy target acquiring with this optic. We're gonna go ahead and run a couple more. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna keep running some. We're gonna go for the 3 this time. I did take a couple shots unintentionally off camera, so we're gonna go ahead, chamber this back up, and keep running. Beautiful. So as you can see here, some very nice grouping on this 3. All 2 shots hit right here, plus the one that I had accidentally shot before off camera. But that is absolutely beautiful by that optic. I'm very impressed, actually. It's a 30-06, as I mentioned before, so that rifle does have a little bit of kick to it, and the optic is doing its job. It's staying zero, it's holding its weight. So very impressed by this UUQ. We're gonna keep running a couple more and see how it does. So last couple shots here, we're gonna keep this at 9 magnification, and we're gonna take a shot. Let's go for the 2 this time, up the top right corner, and see how it does. Safety off. Beautiful. Very nice here. Both hit. Good placement. I think that's going to do it, guys. That is absolutely amazing. 40 yards away, 9 by magnification. Clarity is superb. This thing withstanded everything. It held zero the entirety of my shooting experience with it. So yeah, very impressed. Well guys, that is going to go ahead and do it for the UUQ 3 to 9x40 rifle scope. This thing, honestly, super impressive. I could not have been happier with the way that it did perform out here today. Everything throughout this entirety of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed it. So thank you UUQ for sending this beautiful optic out to me, and go get one of these guys. Drop a link down below for you guys to go purchase one of these bad boys. I think this would be perfect for whatever you want to throw it on, ARs even, but I would probably use this for some hunting purposes just because it did hold up so well and has so many diverse features that are honestly incredible to have on an optic. So thank you guys again for sending this bad boy out to me.